Lonzo Ball. In the closing seconds of the Nuggets' win against the Lakers on Friday, Murray stole Lonzo's pass and appeared to trash talk at either Ball or Luke Walton. After the game, Walton said the act was disrespectful, while Lonzo called it, quote, circus stuff. This all comes after their matchup in December when Murray dribbled around Lonzo in the closing seconds of the Nuggets' win. Lonzo called that, quote, a punk move. So, Shannon, do you expect any retaliation from the Lakers or Lonzo tonight?
They're going to play hard. They're going to try to, they're playing well. Give them credit. Since Lonzo's been back into the starting lineup, they played really well. There's no retaliation going on. I heard what Kyle Kuzma said. What they going to do? He, Lonzo, and Hart, they're going to go to a hair convention. They ain't trying to tussle with nobody, Joy. You know that. I know that. The guy got the ball. This is how it all started, Skip. You remember they were playing the Suns. And I think it was Caldwell Pope and somebody was getting into it. Lonzo Ball walks 2 feet away. He looks back and keeps walking. After the game, they asked him about it. He said, this is the NBA. Ain't nobody trying to fight. I ain't trying to get no technical.
Yep.
It's not about... So you mean to tell me your teammates is not a one-shot or technical? They're not worth one free throw?
Yep.
I'm not saying you got to go swing on somebody, but maybe just go in between and say, come on, Pope. Hey, bro, it ain't even about that. Let's go.
I agree.
Then, Jamal, what you project is how people perceive you. They saw what he did, and they heard what he said. So Jamal Murray said, I'm going to see. I'm going to see what you really about.
Yeah. He
gets the ball. Now, all of a sudden, he doesn't play for the Nuggets. He played for the Harlem Globetrotters. And Lonzo is playing for the Washington Generals. He dribbles the ball around him.
As he's dribbling out the clock.
Now, let me tell you something.
And Lonzo's just kind of walking away, like walking off the court because the game's over.
I wish a guy would have intercepted a pass, John throwing me a pass. He gets it, and he's running right around me. I wish that would have happened. But I told you, at some point in time, we keep having everybody, who ran to his defense? Julius Randle. The one guy that his dad took a shot at. Ran to his defense.
Yep.
At some point in time, everybody's going to have to stop defending Lonzo Ball.
Yep.
And Lonzo Ball is going to have to start defending Lonzo Ball.
Yep.
Because in pro sports, it's predatory behavior.
Yep.
You find the weak link, Skip. They don't throw at the strongest corner. They find the weakest one. They don't run at the strongest defender. They find the weakest one. If a guy can hit, Skip, what do? They pitch to the next guy. They walk him intentionally. So this is predatory behavior. What Lonzo doesn't realize, or he's going to find out soon enough, is that they're preying on you. They see you as weak. They see you as not going to do anything about it, so they're going to continue until you stop it.
Yep.
Skip. At some point in time, you got to have a backbone, bow your back, puff your chest out, and say enough is enough. Y'all not just finna make me out. I ain't finna be no punk out here. He called it a punk move, but I'm telling you what Jamal Murray
that was the first negative thing that ever came out of Lonzo's mouth as a pro basketball, maybe as a basketball player. He actually called it a punk move.
Joy, what you think Jamal Murray's thinking? You know why I did a punk move? Because I did it because that's what I think of you. That's what Jamal Murray is saying.
That is correct. Once upon a time, the 7th overall pick in the draft was saying the 2nd overall pick ain't all that.
Exactly.
But the 7th overall pick as a rookie, it's funny what a difference a year makes. Jamal Murray as a rookie started a grand total of 9 games for the Denver Nuggets and averaged 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. That's kind of like below Lonzo numbers, right? But this year, he's feeling himself because he's averaging 16, 4, and 3, and he's gone from 33% from 3 up to 38%. And I've always liked him. I liked him at Kentucky, and I thought Denver made a terrific pick of him at that point. But he is getting a little too full of himself for my taste. And he is going to get his in this league at some point because he was completely out of control at the end of the game the other night. And it wasn't directed just at Lonzo. It was at the whole Laker bench. He's calling all of them out. And the problem with that team right now, it had so many nice young pieces when the year started, but there's no veteran enforcer. And there's no Shannon Sharp. There's nobody anywhere who can say, that's enough of that.
Exactly.
And nobody strikes fear in anybody on the other team. Julius could, but he seems off the court a little, I'm not saying he's a soft player, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
You know, he's got a lot of nice guy in him off the court.
In other words, you're saying they don't have that one veteran to go take that hard foul. They don't do that again.
Don't do that again. So back to Lonzo Ball, and I do agree with all your premise here, and I'm obviously a big Lonzo fan. But I'm a little late to this party, but just lately I've started watching Ball in the Family. Have you seen any of it here and there? So it's striking me that these kids, the Ball kids, that they've got a lot of spoiled brat rich kid in them because they came up with some money right now. Now Jello and Melo, they've really, especially Melo, has had a lot of money around him. And so you got the AAU baby thing going on. But the irony is, I think LeVar is a tough guy because he played football.
Yeah.
And he was on the practice squad of the Jets and the Carolina Panthers. So
he grew up different than his son.
I think he grew up way different than his sons did because they grew up in Chino Hills, which is a fairly nice suburb. With some, I'm not saying they were wealthy, but they had some money.
Right.
I think at this point, LeVar's got a good bit of money, right? He's got some of yours, right?
Yeah, you got, what, 500?
500.
Shoes. $500?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the point
You
is,
should know how much those cost.
450, yeah. 500.
it's funny because Lonzo doesn't have enough LeVar in him. Lonzo may have more of the mom in him, and I think the young one has more of the mom. The middle one might have a little more of LeVar in him. But the problem is with Lonzo, as gifted as he is, I'm with you. This is dog eat dog now.
Yeah.
And at some point, I realize he came into this league, I've been saying this, under the brightest, harshest spotlight any rookie has ever come under in any sport in this country. And he's trying to be on his best behavior. Like, don't do that, don't do that.
Right.
Try not to do it. Don't get involved in that because he knows he's being judged every split second. Every game's going to be critiqued to death, and he's 20 years of age.
Right.
So when a skirmish breaks out, I think he's thinking to himself, don't do that.
Right.
Don't get involved because media will be all over you.
Which is the worst thing he can do.
It
is
is.
not get involved.
It's the worst thing you can do because at some point he's got to draw a line in the sand with Jamal Murray.
Right.
And I'm hoping it's tonight. I thought it was a big deal that Lonzo spoke up and out and called it a punk move. That was big. That was at least something. I know it wasn't on the court, but off the court in the locker room, he took a shot. And that's the first shot he's ever taken at anybody.
What Lonzo should have said, why would he do that to me?
Well, he knows why.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's, Skip, let me tell you something. When I got moved to the tight ends room, I'm not going to call the guy's name, but I would go in there and have my stuff all nice and neat. He'd knock it off the desk.
Yeah.
I ain't want to ruffle nobody's feathers, Joe. I'm a rookie. I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm just going, hey, I pick it up, put it back up there. Next day, the same thing. I've said to myself, now I'm driving home, I say to myself, if this motherfucker do this again tomorrow, I said, he ain't going to do it tomorrow. Sure enough, Skip, what up?
You're being tested.
I said, Barney and Mary Porter raised 3 the hard way. Skip, I jumped up out that chair so quick, and I pinned him. I said, look here. If you knock my down one more time, either you going to whip me or I'm going to whip you.
Good. Got to.
But I ain't took an ass cutting since I was 13. So I ain't taking one. I ain't have no more problems.
Good.
And we were roommates.
Well, I think that's what he wanted out of you.
Oh,
he probably did you a favor doing that. You needed that.
Skip, my grandma said, boy, when I send you somewhere, you know how to act. So, Skip, I'm going to be on my best behavior because I never want anything to get back to her.
Yep.
But you not finna trump Shannon Sharp. I promise you that. You might win, but I tell you what I'm going to do, Joy. I'm going to make it so tough you ain't want to fight Shannon again.
Yep.
I bet you that.
Yep.
So, Lonzo, all you got to do one time, even if, I know you ain't going to wallow. I mean, come on. Look at them together. They going to a hair convention. All 4 of them. Jamal Murray going to be at the hair convention along with them, Skip.
They're walking in the hair show.
Soul glow. So ain't nobody going to tussle. Ain't nobody trying to bang. Let's get that clear. But, Lonzo, stand up for yourself. Because in pro sports, it's predatory. And they look at the weak. And that's who they going to prey on. So that's how they view you. You don't see them running all up in Julius Randle's face.
I agree. So, not that I'm a big hockey fan, but this reminds me a little bit of the Wayne Gretzky syndrome. You remember Gretzky?
Yeah, I do.
He was so gifted and had such high IQ. He skated above the sport of hockey. All these goons, all these black eyes, all these broken teeth are down below him, and he just skating rings around all of it.
Yeah.
But he's on a team of enforcers.
Yeah.
So if anybody challenges him, they all got his back.
Yes.
But he's like Lonzo, genius. He's just going to skate through all this.
Yeah.
But he could get away with it. At some point, I think he can't get away with it, especially on a young team. To lead the team, I'm not saying he's got to deck him, but there's some, you have to push back or elbow back or something. You got to send some message.
That's it.
I won't take that from you.
That's it.
And now let's look at LeBron James coming into the league. Do I think LeBron's more of a lover than a fighter? I do.
Yeah.
But is LeBron a big, powerful man that nobody was going to mess with? Now, they'll mess with him verbally. A lot of people have messed with him verbally, but I've never seen anybody like stand it, go face to face with him.
Skip, I was thinking yesterday, he might be 260, 265.
Uh-huh.
That joker solid.
Yeah.
Skip.
Big man.
He's solid.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm saying he's solid. He be like your old boy Shay Sharp.
Oh.
He got some of that old cut.
Like you used to be.
Oh, no. Still. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's going to be Halloween on June 26th. Oh, the Batman costume coming out.
You need a costume?
The Batman costume coming out.
Why don't you just go without a shirt?
I might just do that.
Okay.
I might just come up here that day and come out here shirtless, Joy, just like Butch Lewis. Just
Really?
No shirt and a suit jacket.
Huh. Well, then what would happen if I took mine off? Huh?
People just start throwing up at home.
Huh. Yeah. But we might be seeing some body fat on one side.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop all that talking. See all that talk? I'm going to stop all that. I'm just saying on June 26th, D-Day.
That's it?
D-Day.
June 26th?
June 26th.
All right.
When I hit the big 5-0,
Yep.
5-0 also means body fat.
Oh, really?
5-0. Y'all better talk about my age. Y'all crazy. Get out of here. Y'all know I ain't but 36.
Can I get some of that?
You whatever you want.
Can I get some of that
You
5.0?
can. 5.0. And I ain't talking about the Boss Mustang.
Yeah.
Put some on it.
Whatever, run it. You want something too, Joy?
I don't
like taking money from women, but I'll take some of your money.
Do you know how low that is?
Do you know how low I can go?
Oof.
Limbo champ.
Yep.
Go that low.
Not in those
No
pants.
way.
You're not.
No, I ain't going that low.
By the way, LeVar got, I think, he's anywhere between 494 and 695 of your dollars.
Whew.
He got 500.
Yeah, let's call it 500.
He got 500.
Are you ever gonna wear them?
Nah, not until Lonzo stand up for himself.
That's a good. I agree with that.
Stand up.
I'm
Challenge
with
from Shay Sharp, Lonzo.
I applaud that.
Like Luda say, stand up.
Give him
Stand
some.
up.
Did Tom Brady give any retirement hints in the final episode of Tom versus Time? We'll discuss that next.